Welcome back to Business Today Biz Chart. Now let's talk matters banking. Cost of borrowing is set to go up after the central bank's monetary policy committee raised the CBR rate by a percentage point to 10.5% from 9.5%. According to the committee, the increase has been necessitated by inflationary pressures and the potential impact on the domestic economy.
In his inaugural address, Dr. Kamau Thuge was quick to defend the decision of the Monetary Committee that opted to increase the base lending rate to a 7-year high. And in his defense, Thuge cites inflation as the main reason for the hike, adding that the central bank received information that made inflation accelerated to 8%, necessitating a hike in the rate.
We felt then with these upward pressure on prices, and also prospective increase in inflation, that it was necessary that the Monetary Policy Committee meet again on June 26 to review the inflationary situation given the new numbers.
Thuge further says that the rate hike will help stabilize the shilling, but notes that this was not the primary objective. This even as the governor defended the government's involvement in the credit market, saying it will not crowd out the private sector, and cites the projected borrowing by government, which will be at a lower scale due to the fiscal consolidation measures put in place.
And because it's so much lower, I do expect that as the government reduces its borrowing requirements, the banks will turn to lending to the private sector. So I am not so much concerned now about whether the government will crowd out the private sector.
In a move aimed at increasing the dollar reserves and stabilizing the Kenya shilling, which has weakened against the US dollar, Thuge notes that the central bank and the national treasury will pursue a local dollar-denominated bond to attract investment from Kenyans in diaspora and freeing up the local currency for other investments.
And that will increase the supply of foreign exchange, which obviously would come to the national treasury first, and then obviously it will go to the national treasury would switch or would swap shillings for and give the central bank dollars and retain the shillings for their own expenditure. So it's discussion that we will have with the national treasury, and to see whether it can be done.
While addressing the increase in non-performing loans within the banking sector, which now stands at 14.9%, Dr. Thuge says that this has been occasioned by delayed payments by both the national and county governments, which the National Treasury is set to address. Jimmy Mbogo, KTN News.
All right, Ken, 10.5%. I know.